Soften the Grey looks at what happens to you when you die. It's about a man who dies in a horrible diving accident, and then he finds himself transported to this weird Citizens Advice Bureau for the deceased.
Staffed by me. Yes.
You're the receptionist.
I'm the receptionist. Crazy, eccentric, and it's my job really to
force me to look back on my life in order to make sense of things and determine which afterlife I'm meant to have. What do you do when you're confronted with the reality that there is an afterlife and you've got to pick one?
The receptionist represents the system of afterlife bureaucracy, and so the idea is that everyone who dies comes to him. Yeah, he's a bit insane, really, and
he's been stuck in his office for millennia,
forever,
and he's got a bit of cabin fever.
Exactly. It is a funny play. Essentially, it is a comedy. We've done our best to make it as funny as we can.
Well, I think everyone thinks about death. Everyone thinks about what will happen. And here's a show that asks that question in a funny and dark and interesting way.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that we deal with in the play, and the main thing is this power struggle between someone that wants to live their life as free as they possibly can and someone who is very ordered, and when my character doesn't seem to fit the rules, that's very stressful for you.
Yeah. Actually, death is, I suppose, a sort of taboo subject. People don't really like talking about death because it is quite morbid. But in writing a play about death and in writing a play about the afterlife, what we're actually doing is we're celebrating life. We're really, kind of hitting that point hard, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something that we keep coming back to in the show, this idea of living for the moment, being totally spontaneous, and at the end of all that, looking back and realising you wouldn't change anything because you lived for now.
Yeah.
Islington has got a great history of theatre. You've got the Almeida, you've got the King's Head, you've got the Pleasance, you've got the Hope Theatre. Loads of great people making creative work in Islington, and I think it's lovely to be a part of that. This is the first time Soften the Grey has had a 3-week run, and that's just such a thrill for us.
Yeah, it really is.
And the guys at the Hope have been lovely, and we're really happy that they've taken a punt on us and brought us in.
Yeah.